Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematics Queries. Today we are going to start learning one of the most powerful programming language, that is Java. We will learn what Java is, its history, features and even run a small program at the end. So stay connected with me till the end, and this is the perfect step to begin your Java journey. So let's get started. So what actually Java is? Java is a high-level class-based object-oriented programming language. Means in simple words, we can say it's easy for humans to understand and focus on its using the classes and objects to structure code logically. It was developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystem in 1995. The main idea behind the Java is its principle, like write once and run anywhere. Means a program once written once can run on any operating system that has a JVM without any changes. For example, if you write your code on the Windows, then you can run the same code on the Mac OS or Linux machine without writing it. And that's why it makes the Java so flexible and popular. It is also used for building the web application, desktop application, and mobile applications. So now let's have a quick look at the Java's history. Now Java was originally developed in 1991 by James Gosling, as we discussed right now, and his team itself, and it was called Oak. Firstly, its name was called Oak because there was an oak tree outside his office window. That's why they kept their name as Oak. Later in 1995, the name was changed to Java, inspired by Java Coffee, representing energy and productivity. In 2010, the Oracle Corporation acquired the Sun Microsystem and became the official owner of the Java. Over the years, Java has evolved a lot. Every new version focuses on improving the performance, speed, security, and simplicity. So now, what makes the Java so special? Let's look at some key features of the Java, like object-oriented programming. Java is based on the OOPS concept, like classes, objects, inheritance. It makes program modular and reusable. That's why I use the OOPS. It is a platform independent due to JVM. With the help of the JVM, Java runs on any system. Like no need to rewrite the code for different OS, as we discussed earlier. And third one, that is secure and robust. Java avoids direct memory access and has strong error handling, making it reliable and safe. So it is called secure and robust programming language. If you talk about the multi-threaded, then you can run multiple tasks at the same time. This is a simple thing. Means running multiple tasks at the same time is known as multi-threaded, like using animations, downloading, and the same time we are calculating something, and same time we are uh, on a call talking with the 1,000 miles away people. So this is multi-threading. If we talk about its performance, then it's quite high. Like Java uses JIT, means just-in-time compiler, to convert code to machine language faster. So it is faster. If we talk about the distributed and dynamic, then Java supports the distributed system and the dynamically loads classes as needed during the runtime. All these features together makes Java suitable for everything from small apps to enterprise level. So now, how does Java actually work behind the scenes? Like it's based on the three main components, like JDK, JRE, and JVM. JDK is just used by the developer to write and compile the Java program. And the JRE, then JRE is a Java runtime environment. This provides the environment and libraries to run your program. Okay. And if you talk about the JVM, then JVM is a Java virtual machine. This is what executes the bytecode and makes Java platform independent. So here is the diagram of these three terms. Like this is JDK, and inside that there are several tools like Java C, JHeap, Java. We will discuss about these tools. And inside JDK there is JRE, which provides the environment, runtime environment. Inside that there is JVM, which is a Java virtual machine where the program gets executed. So in simple terms, we can say that JDK is just for writing the code, and JRE is for running the code, and JVM is for executing code anywhere, which makes it platform independent. If we talk about its basic syntax of the Java, so uh, every Java program starts with class definition. Inside the class, we do have the main method. This is where your program gets begins execution, and each statement ends with the semicolon. You can see here that this is a statement and it's ends with the semicolon, and the curly braces are used to define blocks of the code. Like see, this is a class, and in the class it is started with the uh, semicolon, sorry, curly braces, and it end up here, and just like this same, this is for the main method as well, starting from here and ending here. So this is the basic syntax of the Java. So don't worry, you will get used to this format very quickly once we start coding from the next video. Okay. Now here is a simple Java program to add two numbers. Like before this writing this code, we just import the libraries if needed. But for this doing the summation or division, like normal calculation, we don't need to import any particular library. So we just write the class name, we give the access specifier public, then class keyword, then class name, and just we created one main method. Okay, and took two variables of integer a and b, and also one variable to store that sum. And here is, this is the printing method through which we can print this string as well as the answer. So we got the answer, the sum is 30. Okay, so now talk about the core concept. Like Java is fully object oriented programming, which means it is based on the four main pillars like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. And what are these terms? Let's discuss. Wrapping. If we talk about the encapsulation, then it's just a wrapping the data and functions into the single unit, just like a class. Okay. And if we talk about the inheritance, then one class can use properties of another class. So we use the functions of inheritance. Okay. And if we talk about the polymorphism, then in this one method we have differently based on the object. Means it changes its forms according to the object. Okay. And if we talk about the abstraction, then it's just hiding complex details and showing only the necessary items to the users. So this we talk in our abstraction. These concepts make Java code clean, reusable, and easier to maintain. We will explore each one of these with example later. So now let us talk about the its application, like where the Java actually used. Practically, we can say everywhere, like web application using the Spring and Spring Boot, JSP, Servlet. We can create the web applications, and we can also create the mobile app using the especially Android apps are built using the Java. And if you talk about the desktop graphical user interface, then there is Swing and Java FX, which creates the desktop GUI. And also enterprise system and cloud are applications are created. Like many large scale business and cloud systems are use Java because it's secure and scalable. That's why it is used. So no matter what area you are interested in, Java has a place there, means everywhere. So let us sum up it. Java is a simple, powerful, and portable as well as reliable programming language. It's been around more than 25 years and is still one of the top languages used in the world.
Thank you for watching my video, and if you found this helpful, then please like the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next tutorial. Thank you.